There's Abigail, our sign girl from Springfield, Illinois, doing a great job this week. And welcome our men's 800 freestylers, final heat. Swimming in lane number 1, he'll be attending Emory this fall. He was 9th place in this event last year, 15 in the 1500 this year, 22nd in the 200. From Middle Tiger, Jonathan Morse. Lane number 2 from Sarasota, Alexander Webster. Lane number 3, he's going to be a Horned Frog at TCU this fall. He was 15 in the 1500. He was 10th, 24th in the 200, and 11th in the 400. This week from Middle Tiger, Hayward Brown. Lane number 4. He was 4th in the 1500 on Monday. From Sarasota, Florida, Brandon Furley. Lane number 5. Is 2nd in the 800, 12th in the 200, 7th in the 400 last year. 3rd in the mile this year from Ridley, Pennsylvania, Matt Haig. Lane number 6, he was 5th in the 200, 6th in the 400, and 8th in the 1500 this week. From Countryside, Ohio, Matt Slaby. Lane number 7, he'll be a Jaguar this fall at IUPUI. This will be his new pool. He was 18th in the mile, 14th in the 200, 19th in the 400 this week. 8th in this event last year. From Rock Hill, South Carolina, David Sweezer. And in lane number 8, he set a national record last night in the 400. He also won the 200 this week. He'll be swimming the 100 later on tonight. 14th in this event last year. From Kaufman, Ohio, Hank Seifert. Mr. Referee. .800 meters of freestyle for the men, heat number 1 in the water. Pay no attention to that record time up there on the scoreboard, because this afternoon that record was broken in the heats. Heat number 2, Robbie Giller from the Wilton Wahoos. He went 8:21.91, so we'll keep our eye on his splits. Top 3 times coming out of the 800 from this afternoon. 8:30.84 was your 3rd fastest. That was Chris Smith from Red Bank. Carl Bishop from Cheshire, he went 8:22.19, and then Robbie Giller set the national record with an 8:21.91 earlier today. So Matt Haig, he's out first under national record pace. So your leader, Matt Haig, and then moving up out of lane number 3 is Hayward Brown. Haig out in 2:02.08. well below where Giller was at 2:04.31. So Haig holds on here. He's 1/4 of the way through, and he is well under the national record pace set earlier today. Pretty tight for second, third, and fourth, and fifth. Don't forget about Hank Seifert down here in lane number 8. Always good with his closing speed. Right now he's in fourth. Right now Matt Haig and Brandon Furley, Hayward Brown, Alex Webster, and then down here in lane number 8, Hank Seifert. Those are your top 5 as Haig moves up to the 300 mark. Giller and Bishop were in a stroke-for-stroke battle for most of that race this afternoon, up until about the last 75 meters or 100 meters. So on the board right there, 3:07.88. Only 5 100ths under national record pace right now. So he's settling in, Matt Haig. Once again, those top times, 8:30.84, 8:22.19, and then 8:21.91. So if you weren't around this afternoon, you saw something special. Robbie Giller, Carl Bishop. Carl Bishop set our national record on Monday night in the 1500. So he was close to getting that in the, it was only 0.8 of a second off of the old national record by Sava Takurnu. So Haig now at 4:10, below the national record pace by about 2 seconds now. He picked up the pace there on that second 50. So halfway through, Matt Haig ahead of national record pace. Haig, Furley, and then Hayward Brown. Matt Haig from Ridley, Pennsylvania. That's the Philadelphia area. Record pace is 5:15.95 by Robbie Giller. It's 5:14.86 now. Giller had split 31.98 on that 50, so you could see where they are. Here comes Furley now moving up. Brendan Furley, he's also just on national record pace, actually 1/100th above at the 500. So Furley picking up the pace now. 31.67 right there. That's pretty zippy. And now the board is updated at 8:21.91. So if that light starts flashing, numbers start flashing at the end of this race, that'll be a new national record. Brendan Furley, your leader now at 6:19.60, 600 in, 200 to go. He is above the national record pace slightly by about 0.5 of a second. So Giller still your leader. Furley and Haig and Brown. Also in lane 2, Webster trying to move up. Brendan Furley. just above the national record pace set earlier today by Robbie Giller from the Wilton Y Wahoos. Teammates cheering him along now. Haig riding the rope right next to him. Pretty smart move there by Matt Haig. Looks like Brendan Furley will take the bell lap at the 700 mark. 37 hundredths of a second separating these two. He was just above the national record pace. Here comes Haig. Here comes Furley. They're stroke for stroke going into the final wall. 7:55. They're off that record pace, but they're putting it to us. It's going to be close to call. 25 meters to go. Matt Haig, Brandon Furley taking it down to the wire inside 10 meters. Haig and Furley all over it tonight. What a great race. 4/100ths of a second, 8:25.74 for Matt Haig as he takes heat number 1. And then Brandon Furley follows him out of heat number 2. So it looks like Haig will finish 3rd, Furley 4th, as Bishop was 8:22 in the morning. And Giller, of course, our national record holder at 8:21. Nice swim, guys. Could ask you to report to the award staging area right now.